Greetings. This is Reverend Deborah Johnson, and welcome to the Inner Light Ministries Sunday service. It's so wonderful to have you with us wherever it is that you are on this glorious Memorial Day weekend. Just take a breath and be with the presence of the divine that is your very life. No matter where it is that you are, it is your sanctuary. And if it's at all possible for you to get away from other distractions so that you can be fully present, that you can feel something moving through you, I encourage you to do that. Regardless of whatever time it is that you're looking at this, I know that it is the right time. Because Spirit speaks always, never late, never early, but always there. At Inner Light, we have a vision of a world that's spiritually fulfilling, environmentally sustainable, and socially just. We know that it's possible, and we are here to bring forth anything and everything that we need to do to cleanse, to purge, to transform, to make that an everyday reality. There are people who are on a Zoom watch party, even as I'm speaking right now. You're welcome to join them now or to join them right after the message. And in this Zoom watch party, they're going to be not only looking at what it is that you're seeing here right now, but right after we close out of this live streaming, they're going to be together in community. And you'll have a chance to talk to each other. You'll have a chance to share and to chat and to hear about the wonderful things that are going on in Inner Light that you might be interested in participating in. I want to introduce you to our musical inspiration for this day. It's been a long time coming. We've been threatening to be in co-ministry with each other for a very long time. And I am pleased to have Jacquelyn Brown-Benefield with us. She's in the Los Angeles area with my home church, the Agape International Center, which I happen to be a founding member of, along with my mentor, Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. She hails to us from the DC area, where she was the lead vocalist in the renowned group Jazzy Blue. She has done the circuit, performed in the big venues, and is open for some of the best R&B that you can think of, from Mary J. Blige to Brian McKnight, Boys to Men, the Whispers, the Stylistics, the OJs. She rolls like that. She's been on The Voice. She's sung with Sweet Honey and The Rock. I think you get the point here. She brings it, and I am so glad to be in a co-ministry with her. So, Jacquelyn, please come on and kick us off.
Thank you, Reverend Deborah. I'm so excited to be here. This first song I'm doing, good morning, everybody. Good morning. This first song I'm doing is called Trust Love, and it was written by Ricky Byers and Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. It's a very beautiful song, and just sit and listen to the words and let it touch your soul. Trust love, trust love, trust God, that love is everywhere, and we all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. Trust love, trust love, trust God, that love is everywhere, and we all are here to to be the perfect givers of love, receivers of love, and love will have the final word. See, no one ever loses when one entrusts love. For love is something that will not ever fail. Love is the essence of the Spirit that is known by always giving. Love always sees the truth beyond the appearance that is showing. Love judges not, and love renews. Yes, love renews. Love is a healer. Oh, yes, it is. Love loves to love. Love loves to love, and we'll keep on being loved. We'll keep on being loved. It isn't only way. So trust love and lean on love. Trust God. That love is everywhere, yeah. And we all are here to be the perfect givers of love, receivers of love, and love will have the final word. We all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. I say, love will have the final word.
Thank you, Jacquelyn. Everybody just breathe that in. Our theme this month is faith. And my topic today is stillness and the divine. I invite you to join me in our affirmative activations. They will be appearing on your screen. If possible, please recite them and read them out loud. There's something that happens deep within your soul when you feel it. Stillness and the divine. I am still to discern the presence of the divine. I steal away to my inner chamber, the secret place of the Most High. I center there in the depths of my being. I open wide to mysteries beyond human comprehension. My heart knows what my mind cannot conceive. My inner activity synchronizes with life's rhythm and harmony. My most treasured relationship is my oneness with the divine. I tenderly cultivate and nourish my sacred connection. I willingly forsake all else for its sake. I take the time to know the presence of the Holy in, through, and as me. Let's breathe that in. Stillness and the divine. We've been talking this month about faith and how faith is not blind. Quite the contrary. That Greek word in scripture that's used for faith that Jesus uses is pistis, which is knowledge of, assent to, and confidence in certain divine truths, especially those that lead to good works. Ernest Holmes, in his book Science of Mind, explains that. He says that the faith has three components. It has belief, knowledge of. It has acceptance, assent to. And it has trust, confidence in. Belief, acceptance, and trust. And he says, to the extent that any one of those is weakened, so is our faith. I love having that kind of formula because it helps us to discern what it is that we most need to focus our attention on. See, for some of us, it's our belief. For some of us, it's more our acceptance. For others, it's more of our trust. I know for me personally, if I'm going to fault somewhere, it's probably going to be on the trust. It isn't that I really need to know more for myself personally. It really isn't that I need to accept more. I don't always stand in what I know. I'm not always trusting what I know. That ego self of me is still wanting to intervene, intercede, take it over, control it, manipulate it, guide it along, shepherd it, corral it, whatever. But it won't just relax. Just relax in it. But what I know, and I believe this to be true for most people, that the cultivation of the relaxation happens in the stillness. Just let that sink in for a moment. It happens in the stillness. We are so busy, and we're busy being busy. We are the busiest human beings ever. And throughout all eternity, you haven't had the capacity to be as busy as we are now. Through our technologies, we have taken the concept of multitasking to a whole other plane. And so many of us are actually proud of that, of just how many things we can be doing all at the same time. But newsflash, that's not when we are our most powerful. When our attention is scattered here, there, everywhere, we're not at our most optimal. It's when you're focused. Sports, martial arts, dance, music, anything that takes you, sometimes we call it in the zone. In the zone, where there's nothing else that's clamoring for your attention. You're not thinking this thing, doing this thing, saying something else, but it's all lining up. And because we are so busy, because we are bombarded, and I want you to really feel what I'm saying here, that because of our technologies, even if you are not like deliberately dialed in, like you don't have a television on or a radio on or a computer on, we're still bombarded in the airways. This is just unprecedented. The amount of information and data that is going on all around the world in the energetic field. So that our generations now, we have to work even harder. We have to work even harder to deliberately create the space to just listen. Not to all of the stuff that's being broadcast to us, but to listen to the still inner voice inside. To listen to the rhythm and the harmony of nature. Just to listen to the silence. Silence even has a sound. And the interesting thing about the human body and the human psyche is that we are adaptive. So anything that we are exposed to a lot, we accept as the norm, whether it's natural or not. If we are bombarded with noise a lot, silence feels uncomfortable. If you're bombarded with noise a lot, you need noise to feel like everything's all right. There's so many people who can't sleep unless there's something going on. The television's going on, the air conditioner, the sound, like some rumbling, like something. If you want the connection with the divine, you got to go in. I'm not necessarily saying that you have to be away from any sounds or any vibrations. What I'm saying is that you have to transcend them. They cannot be the full focus of your attention. That even in the midst of it, I remember hearing my mentor, Reverend Michael Beckwith, say, it's easy to be peaceful next to a babbling brook. Can you be peaceful next to a babbling person? Can you be peaceful then? Can you go within and find the stillness then? When Inner Light first got started, years, I think 2 through 6 or 7 or something like that, we were at the Veterans Memorial Building in downtown Santa Cruz as our sanctuary. And as timing would have it, the NA group, the Narcotics Anonymous group, was meeting in the basement. And so many of them were bikers, you know, the big Harleys and all the rest of that. You know, wonderful people as we would cross each other's paths, really liked each other. But as fate would have it, one of their meetings would end right at our meditation time. So we're meditating, and this is what we're hearing, like right on the other side of the wall. And what we did was that we trained ourselves to take that into our meditation. Not to focus on it, but to train ourselves to still hear the quiet, to still hear the stillness in spite of all of the stuff that's going on all around you. And that's the invitation now. That's the invitation now. Our faith gets weakened because we can't stay connected. not that we're ever really separated, but we can't feel that sense of connection. We can't feel it. You need to feel it. You need to breathe it. You need to live it. You need to be it intentionally. Intentionally. You can't wait for it to just fall from the sky and be bestowed upon you. If you want to be forgiving, it has to be intentional. You want to be loving, that has to be intentional. You want to be caring and sharing, you have to be intentional with that. If you want to cultivate the faith, intentional about your relationship with the divine. Be intentional. Everybody just breathe that in for a moment. It takes belief, acceptance, and trust. But here's the thing, is that in terms of your faith, it's not discerning the what it is that you believe and that you accept and that you trust. And part of the problem here is that instead of connecting with the divine, we're connecting with the world. We're connecting with the news. We're connecting with the doom and the gloom and the lack and the limitation. And we have belief in that. We have acceptance in that. We trust that it's going to be dire more than it's going to be divine. We accept the news more than we do the spiritual facts. We believe in things that are being taught to us that don't necessarily have any truth. So part of this going within is to clean out and to clear out. I've never seen anything like what I'm seeing in this nation right now, where people are having their faith in so many of the wrong things. Their faith in things that are not making them more connected to the divine. Here's the litmus test. As a result of your faith, do you feel more connected or more separated? If you have faith in things that you're putting your belief in, your acceptance, and your trust, and the net result of that is more fear, more anxiety, more doubt, a greater sense of separation from the divine and yourself and other people, run! Run! You've got your faith in the wrong things. You got your faith in the wrong things. If you don't have faith in things that bring you peace, that bring you joy, that bring you love and balance and harmony, a sense of connectedness with nature, with your fellow human being, with your own center. If you have belief and acceptance and trust in anything that's not leading you there, make an about face. Turn around. You're headed in the wrong direction. You're headed in the wrong direction. It's the wrong direction. I remember when this was first becoming clear to me. Because I used to want to claim things. This was mine. Particularly, this is my anger. And, you don't have a right to take it away from me. And these are my feelings. This is mine, and it's mine, and it's mine. Until I really had to grow to understand that anything that contradicts the fundamental harmony of life does not belong to me. It may be in my space. I may be harboring it, but it's like a tick or a flea on a dog. Flick it off. Doesn't belong to you. Doesn't belong to you. Because the universe produces more. That's the litmus test. What happens when I get more of this? See, more anger brings pain. More anger brings disease. More anger doesn't bring liberation and freedom. Nobody dies from too much joy. Nobody dies from too much peace or too much creative expression. But if you're clinging on to something as yours, and more of it is not a blessing, let it go. That's not where you want to put your faith. Just breathe that in. You're free at any moment in time to transcend all of that. Wow, isn't that amazing? And I invite you into that journey. That's the journey that we're on at Inner Light. Play with us. Explore that space with us. Contemplate this. Look at this message again. Send it on. Go to our YouTube channel. Like it. Follow us streaming. Study with us. There is an adventure of the highest height that has your name on it. Just take a breath. And I invite you to also let us support you. We're a praying community here. We believe in the power of prayer. You can reach us on phone. You can reach us through the email. And we are more than happy to pray with you. You can write into us if you'd like. We have prayer practitioners that will pray with you. And you don't have to have something wrong. Let us stand in agreement with you. Let us help create that synergy that brings that yes factor. And it's okay to tell us about some good news as well. We invite you to follow us on social media to learn about the various things that are going on that you might want to be involved in or that you might want to participate in, upcoming classes and social events. Now that we're starting to get a little bit out of the COVID restrictions, there's all kinds of things that are going to be going on. And I also invite you to make a contribution to help to multiply this consciousness. There are many ways that you can do that. There are donate buttons right where you are. You can text to give. You can go to PayPal as well, paypal.me/innerlightministries. Many ways you can send in your gifts. Support that which supports you. Support that which supports you. I know this has been a tough economic time. I know that it has been a tough economic time every place, and we are only here by the grace of God. And I know that's true for so many of us. Continue to be a giver in life, no matter what the amount. No matter what the amount, keep blessing, keep playing, keep praying, keep paying it forward. A reminder again that we have a Zoom watch party that's going on. Immediately after Jacquelyn sings this last song for us here, hop on over and you can meet and greet with her there. I'm going to hop over there as well, and you'll have a chance to speak to each other as all. So we say gratitude this Memorial Day for all of those who literally gave their ultimate sacrifice for us in this nation, for all of our veterans who are out there. And let's put our faith in something that was worthy of their lives. Jacquelyn, please take us away.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Reverend Deborah. Thank you for that word. That was chef's kiss, as the people say. So this next song I am doing is an original tune that I wrote when I was moving through a rather dark night of the soul. It was one of many some years ago. And I was just, in a space of like, just a lot of fear and like what was, going to be happening in my life and what was next steps for me. I just moved to LA. And I was just on my bed and I'm crying. And I'm like, oh my God, well, what's happening with my life? And And I remember trying to just, in that moment, I remember I was trying to like, do my affirmations and I was trying to do all this like spiritual work, but it's in reality, I was doing a spiritual bypass. And then, so once I just got still and quiet and I just was crying. And then once all the crying had exhausted itself, I heard, I am enough. Right where I stand, I am enough. In who I am enough. And how I see and how I feel, I am enough. And that just centered me and it soothed me. And then it started coming as a song and I was hearing kids' voices singing it. So in any event, here is the song. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Ray Davis, who helped me put my instrumental track together. Okay. Hey. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right where I stand, in who I am, in how I see, and what I feel. On bright sunny days or dark cloudy nights, through the storms of life, I'll be alright. 'Cause I am enough and no thing's too tough. And when life gets rough, I'll say I am enough. 'Cause I am enough. Nothing's too tough. I am enough. 'Cause when I feel afraid or even ashamed, I can stand up tall and give it my all. 'Cause when I feel confused and don't know what to do, I rely on you to help pull me through. 'Cause I am enough, nothing's too tough. And when life gets rough, I say I am enough. I am enough. No things, no. Woo! Well, look at here and tell me what you see, because there's brilliance, genius emanating from me, and like the river I flow, I'm rushing fast on the go, and I'm bringing the knowledge to those who don't know that their essence is excellence, creative intelligence. We're destined for greatness, no matter our matrix. Don't mistake this for arrogance, it's conviction and confidence, because each of us here has a unique life purpose. So when life knocks you down, jump up and dust yourself off, and remember this truth that you're more than enough. Hey! Yeah. Say I am enough. I am enough. No things. I have the strength to reassess any situation and be my best. I have no more fear. I've cried all my tears. I'm ready to live and I'm ready to give, because I got so much, yeah. I am and nothing. And when life you say I am enough. I am enough and nothing. No, 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 no. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And we all are enough. Yeah. Oh, I am enough. Nothing's too tough. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I am enough. Oh, I am enough. Oh, I am enough. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, woo.
Well, that's an amen. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love it.
Yes.
That is a perfect way to end. Take this consciousness and multiply it. See you at the Zoom party.